back. I made $9,200 today trading NG, and I just did the math. I missed out on an additional $41,000. Moment of silence for my bank account. We're going to dive into this, but first, I forgot to make the video, and I didn't realize I forgot to make the video until I was looking over my channel. I forgot to make the video for Thursday. I took 3 trades on Thursday on ES. One of them, so we'll go over, I took 1 trade on ES, 2 on NQ. We'll go over those in a second. But last Thursday here, we took this trade outside of this squeeze on the hourly time frame here. Let's go on the replay. This is a super simple setup. I didn't get to call this one out in the inner circle. I was driving, I believe, when this happened, because I couldn't do the call this morning either. I had to do something for my wife, so I couldn't even be on the live call. Scalp, which is one of the other coaches inside the inner circle, ended up doing the call for me. But I ended up taking this. I sent this screenshot out to the inner circle. I put inside the trade ideas. Let's see if I can find it. It's probably pretty far up because people be having this thing go crazy with the trade ideas. Yeah, I think this is it that I was looking at on Thursday. I think, yeah, this is that trade. But I sent the screenshot out inside the inner circle. So those of you that caught it, caught it. Those of you that didn't catch it, didn't catch it. But simple squeeze setup on the hourly. We have 1 rejection, 2 rejection, 3 rejection, 1 rejection, 2 rejection here at the bottom. Technically a 3rd rejection right here. Not too strong, but we'll take it. What ended up happening is price ended up respecting it at that 745, creating a nice respect of it on the 15-minute time frame. All I did, honestly, if I'm being 100% honest with you, I set a sell limit for right under here. I had, I believe, 5 contracts. So right below this swing low, when price broke below this swing low and broke out of this trend line, it got me right in the trade. This is around 850. I had my stop loss above that swing high point. Got me into the trade here. I didn't have no TP1, TP2, TP3. I didn't have none of that. I just targeted this swing low right down here, and price literally just tanked down and hit full TP for a 2.8 to 1 risk to reward ratio. Roughly around $10,000 on this. Like I said, I had 5 contracts on this specific trade right here. And then on NQ, I just took some super scalping setups here on the 1-minute time frame. The hybrid version, I went over it. I made a YouTube video on my main channel about it recently. So we hit for this one. Each of these, I don't remember how much I made on all these, and I don't really feel like doing the math. I just know that I always risk around 2,000 to 3,000 per trade on each super scalping setup that I take. So every time I take a super scalping setup, I'm risking / making, because this is always for 1-to-1. I'm risking / making anywhere from $2,000 to $3,000, somewhere in that range all the time. 2 beautiful setups for them. I took them both. Super clean day. So ended this day around $14,000 in profit. I didn't take any trades on Friday, but then coming to today, we had a beautiful NG setup that we can go over right now. I milked it for some good profits. Like I said, $9,200 here. We had 20 contracts, I believe, on this. Risked $4,800 on this trade right here. Super solid setup. Really nothing crazy. It's literally what I look for. It's the A pluses of A pluses. It's what I look for every single time. So we had this hourly resistance zone here. Price bounced off of this previous break and retest. That's a super strong zone on the daily time frame. When I saw the bullish momentum coming in off of this zone, which is a very good sign, bouncing off a strong zone. This is why I tell people you have to not just trade what you see, but trade and realize why price is moving in certain directions. Why is price going up now? Or why are we in an uptrend now? So we had price create this high point here. Price broke above it here. Never came back to retest it. We just came back down to retest it. And it retested it on Sunday, Tokyo session, when market opened back up. Created some new highs, broke this trend line that price was respecting for a while here, if you guys see. Broke this trend line that price was respecting, was continuing to create higher highs and higher lows here. When it broke above this high point and respected it again here on the 15-minute time frame, as you see, we had some hesitation, then broke above it. I was simply waiting for price to come back down into that zone here and give me some hesitation, and then I'll take a break of it, and that's exactly what I did. As we see earlier at around 7:55, it almost tapped into it. I thought the trade was going to run off without me because we had some pretty strong bullish momentum to the upside. But it ended up coming back down here. It didn't actually tap into my zone, so my zone was not invalidated, and it ended up selling back down, tapping into my zone and bouncing off of it. Now, just to open you guys' eyes up just a little bit more, I was originally looking for buys off of here. for a retest of this zone that was created during London session, but it did not come all the way down here. I also like this zone as well, but as you see, price did not come down there. My next zone I had was up here where we had that hesitation multiple times. You also see this was a previous support zone that was respected multiple times. So this is just a really nice zone for me, and when it gave me everything I wanted for the most part as far as hesitation when it tapped into it. Let me show you really quickly. So we were creating the lower lows, lower highs over here. We created a consolidation right here before tapping into it. As soon as we tapped into it, we started getting some strong bullish momentum here. I waited simply for a break of this recent swing high. The same setup that you guys see me go over every day. Like it doesn't get switched up. If you watch back all my videos on this channel, you're going to see me look for the same thing. Have my zones, touch it, pause. Touch the zone, touch the area of interest. Look for some consolidation, wait for a break of the swing high or a break of swing low for an entry, stop loss below the swing low or swing high, and have my targets. Exactly what we did. Entered right here off the break of this swing high, stop loss right below here. We literally saw zero drawdown, which was super nice. It's always nice to see. We don't see that all the time. Zero drawdown. TP1 was hit after some consolidation here. TP2 was hit shortly after that. Made a double top here. Wasn't really nervous because we still created a higher low right here, which was super nice. Hit full TP. I was really thinking about holding this because we have a zone right up here. This is why I targeted this as my final TP. So we have this zone up here. If you trade NG, you know that when price breaks strong zones, it breaks it with passion. You know what I'm saying? So I was really contemplating holding it further to see if it would just break this zone here. I'm not going to lie. We had all the right candlesticks. Like usually when you guys see me hold trades longer, these are the candlesticks and the reason why I hold trades longer, because I see candlesticks that look like this. It was giving me the candlesticks. I think I was just, I don't know. I'm on a new PC. I got excuse. Good excuse. You ready? So I bought a new PC. We on it today. First trade ever taken on the new PC. Maybe I was just letting my PC chill or something. I don't know. I don't got no excuse. But we hit it for 46 ticks here, which is super nice. But if we zoom out, we scroll up, we scroll up, we scroll up. It tapped into my previous zone that I've had for a while here on my charts all the way from Tuesday of last week. Tapped into it. If I kept my same position, which I guarantee, I'm not one of these liars that's like I would have held this the entire time. None of that. I potentially would have held it longer to like this swing high right here, which would have still been more money than I made, obviously. But if I held it all the way with 20 contracts, 250 ticks, I would have made $50,000. Instead, I only made $9,200. But if I held it to this other point, I would have made $16,000, which I guess is better than 9. But I'm not mad. You know what I'm saying? First trade on a new PC. Can't be too mad about it. Things like this happen all the time, if I'm being honest. What really made me mad is when I looked at the hourly candlesticks. This is like what really, it was like punched me in my gut. When I looked at the hourly candlesticks, and it was just like super strong candlesticks. Like we haven't seen this type of volume since 2 Tuesdays ago. I don't know. I guess we've seen it pretty recently. I don't know. But anyways, that was the trade. As you see, I sent the exact trade out. I gave the plan for it early this morning, I believe. I actually gave a lot of good plans here. So we had NQ. I wanted breaks below here. I didn't end up taking it, but it broke beautifully. We would have made a lot of money on this. I didn't take it for some reason. I don't know. But I sent the NG trade out, which is right here. I want to say same setup as you see. I wanted price to drop down here and go up. As you see, price drop down. Where'd it go? Price drop down here. Price dropped down here and went up. Sent it out. Obviously, I sent out my actual entry here with all of my take profits, TP1 hit, TP2, TP3. So everybody was able to eat with me. So solid day inside the markets, even though we didn't get to milk it for all that we could have. Still a pretty solid day. But if y'all want to be able to get all my trades, be able to trade live with me every morning, be able to ask me any question 24/7. We have trained psychologists, dedicated psychologists just for our inner circle that'll literally help you master your psychology. We have 2 other extremely profitable coaches. Y'all know the deal. You know what I'm saying? If you want to get inside the inner circle, Now would be your time. You can hit the link inside the description down below. Next time, we will fall asleep and remove our TP. And the video will be different. It will be titled different. It'll be I fell asleep and woke up to $100 million in my bank account. I promise you that. But y'all have a blessed rest of your night, morning, evening, whatever the heck it is for you. I'll see you on the next one.